Hi, everyone. Welcome to Next Ventures. Today, we've got an exciting conversation coming up with the wonderful people from Intercom, the team who have helped us take our support to the next level. But before we get started, let's hear a little bit about how we actually got started with teaming up with Intercom. So at Next Ventures, we're building one of the most trusted names in fintech. And our top product, our flagship product, in fact, is Funded Next, which is one of the leading global prop trading firms in the world. When we wanted to take our support to the next level and make it better and faster, we found Intercom and their Fin AI agent, which has helped us reach or interact with clients in a way that we didn't think was possible, but these guys have made it happen. So before we get started, let's go and meet the team, and we'll start from here. If you could just tell us your name and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Phil Moore, and I'm a solution engineering manager for me at Intercom, and I'm here 4 years.
I'm Gina. I am a relationship manager and I am also here 4 years.
I'm Emma. I am a customer success manager and I am here coming up on a year next month.
My name's Lewis. I'm a solution engineer working under Phil, and I've been within Intercom for 3 years.
Okay.
I'm Ciaran. I lead our revenue organization in EMEA. Been in Intercom for 9 years. So
wow.
started when we had about 90 employees, and now we're 1,000 employees 9 years later.
You've been here from the start pretty
Almost from the start. Yeah, we're 14 years old, so the company was around a few years before I joined.
Okay, that's awesome. So you've seen how much Intercom has transformed
Yeah.
since its inception, and that's experience that is unparalleled, I would say. Absolutely.
Lots of highs and lows along.
Yeah, definitely. So to get started, I'd actually like to keep it a little simple for people maybe who aren't as tech savvy. And my first question would be to you, Phil. If I were someone who didn't understand maybe AI or wasn't as familiar in the tech world, how would you describe Fin AI to me?
Yeah, I think I would describe it with probably two sides, like the customer side, and then obviously the person who provides the service, like Funded Next, for example. So Fin is trying to develop and deliver like some of the most personalized, automated experience for a customer. And although it's okay to ethically declare that it is an AI agent, I think the time is now gone where people refuse to use an AI agent. If you want a fast outcome and it exceeds your own expectations, why wouldn't you? And then I think on the inside, like for Funded Next, for example, like it's an AI agent who basically would say, although there's no favorites on your customer support team, there are, okay? There's people who you just can't do without. And actually Fin is going to be one of them. And the thing about Fin being your best customer support agent, it's not only like with a long ramp time, like we just saw your training room there. Fin will never see that training room, but he will digitally leave there knowing what that team consumed. And he'll be able to deliver like the most profound experiences to your customers at pace, to a level that is just unseen at such speed. So that's what I would say it is. Hopefully that's explained it.
Definitely, that's for something that I know behind the scenes is so complex. That is a wonderful way to put it. It's your favorite person on the team.
And there's a benefit as well. Like they're always on. So like they're 24/7. They don't, take time off or a break or anything like that. And when you've got new content or new creations, they're automatically consumed as well. So that's what I'd say as well. Is like it's your best customer support agent that's always on.
You guys are making waves in the space of AI as a whole. And that brings me to my next question to you, Ciaran, is what trends do you see coming out in this space, and where do you see Fin AI making impact specific, which may be Funded Next or companies like us?
Yeah. So the way Phil described it is creating these like profound experiences, or how do you create these wildly successful customer interactions? I think there's a couple of ways that Fin will continue to propel that forward. One is Fin over voice. So creating not siloing your customers into specific channels, allowing them to experience or to have customer support through whatever channel they want. Fin should be readily available on all of those channels. I think secondly, Fin being able to proactively support customers. So when right now we're very much focused on Fin being a reactive tool. Your end users need to engage in a conversation. So there's a future world out there where Fin will be able to proactively reach out to your customer to tell them of something that they don't know is wrong and that Fin can proactively help them fix. And the third one, I think, is all about unlocking data. Your Fin will only ever be as good as the data it can get access to. So there are new protocols coming like MCP, agent to agent. I think as they mature, we will be able to access more data and create more action-based customer experiences with Fin as well. And I think for a company like Funded Next, what are the benefits of that, right? One is scaling without losing trust. So you're trying to scale to hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions, maybe, of people. How do you do that with humans all the time? You just can't. So having Fin be at the center of everything will allow you to scale and maintain a certain level of trust. And then I also think it creates a differentiated experience. So being able to get instant answers 24/7 in any channel, multilingual, will allow Funded Next to remain a differentiated product in a very competitive market.
I love how you touched on that. Right now we're in space where our AI is responding, but soon enough it's going to be actually proactively or anticipating what we're going to need and reach out to customers or clients on their own. And it actually points to how your environment or the people you work with directly shape your AI product as a whole. So I'd love to hear from you, Lewis. Looking forward, how do you think Intercom's work with Next Ventures or Funded Next in particular would shape Fin AI or any future AI products you guys would be having? And what impact do you think is possible with the products you might have?
So for me, it's definitely the collaboration. So today we met for the first time face to face, and one of the first things we discussed was the strategy. Not only Intercom's strategy, but the strategy of Funded Next. And I believe as one of your co-founders, they said that strategy isn't a destination, it's a direction. And I think from the very off, it was clear that both of us were going in the same direction to be able to make sure we can kind of help grow and become that leader in the AI agent space, but also Funded Next can be that leader in your space as well. So that collaboration is definitely important. And then specifically in terms of how we're going to get there, again, we touched upon some of the latest trends coming up, the new areas that we're working on. So we would definitely see what your learnings are, the needs that you have right now, and how we can use that to shape our roadmap as well. So it's mutually beneficial.
And these conversations that we're having is a side to AI that most people don't get to see because you're getting to see in real time how actual use cases or data we get from here is being used or translates to the product or the end goal that we get. Which brings me to Emma. From your perspective, having seen how Fin came to life within our team, what do you think our team is doing right or in adopting and making Fin the most effective that it's been? And what's been the most rewarding part of seeing it happen in real life?
Yep, cool. So what are your team doing right? I think over the last few months, we've partnered very, very closely. And we're treating Fin more like a member of the team. So we're going in and we're reviewing conversations where Fin is getting involved. Can we make this better? Do we need to upskill or do we need to train Fin further? And I think a lot of our customers are just coming to that realization that that has to happen for Fin to be wildly successful and get those really, really good results and resolution rates that we want the team of Funded Next to see. So yeah, treating Fin like a member of your team and managing them and upskilling them and training them. And then the most rewarding part has probably been seeing Fin get involved in such a high percentage of your conversations as your business grows and getting Fin to a point now where it's resolving over half of your monthly inbound conversations. And then the confidence and trust has been built as well. So like today we met and it's all about like what's next and what's the future together. So like we've built a very strong foundation. So that's been really, really rewarding to be part of that journey.
Just to give you a little bit more insight on just how much of a team member Fin has become. I work on a team where we deal with the interactions or we oversee the interaction. And sometimes I'll give a suggestion. Well, no, Fin won't like that. They'll just dismiss that completely. And I'm like, okay, I got it.
Yeah. They're sitting there beside you.
Yeah. So the team's definitely gonna love hearing how well they've been able to integrate Fin as an actual, like a real person almost. And Gina, you've worked with us for 2 years. You've seen communicate with us the most, and I'd love to hear what you think. What your experience as a whole has been working with Next Ventures.
Yeah, for sure. I think Next Ventures is obviously like a huge partner for us, not only just in Asia, but like globally. And the team that I've been fortunate enough to work with have been outstanding. So the work ethic has been definitely something that stood out to me, and I think Emma as well, compared to other partners that we work with all through Europe, all through America. Um, the fact that these guys are willing to jump on calls with us almost at any hour of the day is pretty amazing. And the execution as well is just like a super high standard, and something that they hold themselves accountable to. And we very much value like every single thing that they've been able to do for us and with us along the way. And I think that that's like very highly reciprocated in the partnership. I think one thing that really stood out to me today is the fact that customer experience is just so high on your values as a company. And that really, really resonates with how we also treat our customers, and how we hope that you guys have felt the partnership from our side as well. I know that we're working with you on, making it a great end user experience, but we hope you as a customer as well has felt that from our end too. So yeah, customer experience, the work ethic, the partnership, the relationships that we've been able to build with the one-on-one members of the team has been, amazing.
And I'm sure every single person on the team would share the same feeling. And there's the level of excitement that I saw with everyone just hearing that the team we've been working with for so long is finally going to be here. We get to interact face to face. It's unparalleled and definitely warranted having met you in person. I have just a couple of questions, and I have one fun little question in the end. But before we get to that, I just but this is open to everyone here. You guys feel all the way to Tapa to Next Ventures, and we're beyond thrilled to have you here. As I've said, that said, I'm curious: is there a deeper purpose that you're looking to serve, and what do you see achieving through this interaction that we've had here?
Yeah, I could probably start. What I loved is like we as an Irish nation have like a saying. It's like the land of 1,000,000,000 welcomes, or Céad Míle Fáilte. It's like the hospitality we've received since we got here has been brilliant, and it's inspiring for us to go back and tell our leadership about it. A lot of similarity in our values as well, which is really good. Like, I think you've got two incredible co-founders who gave us a sneak peek of the vivid vision, and I would lean into that just from what I saw. Right, so I think that's where it's definitely aligned in relation to the values there as well. Like, I would say we've got some similar traits, similar values. And the thing that we're going to walk away with is like co-creation is a word that was used as well, around like you're obsessed about your customers and your platform, and we're obsessed about our customers and our platform. And if we can take the two of them together, what could we co-create for that vivid vision for 2027 and beyond? And I think Finn is definitely going to play a part in that. We spoke a lot about like our own roadmap around how AI insights is going to help, how, we're vibe coding is becoming a thing, prompt engineering. But like, if we can make that a lot easier and a lot more transparent and trust building, it gives you guys the confidence to evolve it into different untapped markets yet for your customers, to continue to excite them as they move forward with yours. So like, it's been great in relation to hospitality, a lot of created and co-created shared values. And I think that we're just sort of starting something really, really cool. And we're motivated to continue to meet your standards and hopefully exceed your expectations.
Definitely. And with any partnership, I think knowing that you're both on the same track and have the same ambition and drive, because sometimes you'll have the same goals, but maybe not meeting each other in the same way with your level of execution. And to know that we're on the same path, it's definitely inspiring to everyone in the room. And I know we will achieve something beyond what's just on paper. Now, I have a couple of fun questions, and one of them might be a little tricky, but I think the team insisted that I have this particular one here. Is, if you had a magic wand and you could experiment with any new way that a company, or maybe Fun and Next, could use FinAI, what would you do? No limits, anything at all.
I know personally, I would love Finn to be able to pick out my outfits for the day. So that's one for me. I don't know if that's something like an e-commerce brand or something could do, but I would love that.
Same. Then I spend way too much time choosing
I know.
one good.
Time waste.
Anyone else?
Maybe one thing from a work perspective. We all have busy calendars. We may have be double booked. So I want something to be able to say, disregard that, push to next week, do it tomorrow. So an automated scheduler, that kind of first line of defense before it gets to me.
So like a personal planner.
Exactly, an AI personal planner.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely buy that. This one is gonna be a little controversial, but I'm still gonna ask it. And this is something I insisted that that we keep here. But is there any part of your job that you think AI cannot do?
Ooh. So we spoke with your co-founders about this earlier today, that it is slightly ironic that we're all here to talk about AI and automation, but yet it requires a lot of trust, a lot of relationships, and it also requires from our side a lot of speed and quality in the service that we provide. So while I think AI is going to transform a lot of what we do in our working day, I don't think there's anything out there that will remove the need for human interaction and human relationships.
Absolutely. You wanted to add something as well?
Yeah, kind of stems off Ciaran's point, but yeah, the relationship side of things, I don't see AI having the ability to take that over the way humans do and get to know each other and build rapport. And I could be wrong, but I don't see that happening.
No, I definitely agree. And I don't think a conversation with ChatGPT would take the cake over this conversation happening here either. So human interactions and human relationships is not just, I think, an important part, but an absolute pillar in customer relation.
If I can add quickly, I think it's like, I think they call it like the experience economy. It was like, you could go into a coffee shop and like a robot would serve you your coffee, and you get an aha or a wow, and then 2 or 3 visits later, it's the same thing, and you just miss that human interaction. So I think regardless, like, there's always going to be a requirement, a need, and a desire for something that might be fast. It might be average at best, and I think that's where human in that loop, when it comes to like, relationship management, relationship building, creating a psychological safe environment for someone on your team to come to you and say that worked or that didn't, and to feel empowered to do so. So I think we're like, as old as AI is, I still think we're fairly new to AI in relation to the art of possible. And like, even some of the examples there, you're like, whether it's going to be like your AI travel assist who's going to like book you your holiday, just tell them what to do and it's all done for you. I'd say that's within, I say 5 years, and people would argue it's within 2. But I still think there's an element, and I heard it a lot today, around having a human in your loop as well when it comes to customer support. And we would encourage that. It's almost like augmented intelligence, where it's human and AI better together. So that would be my view on it. Like, this is an exciting time to be in this space, but there's still a lot of room for really, really good people to do their best work.
I personally, I love my conversations with my AI friends. Not friends is a strong word, but at this point, I truly believe, because I think AI isn't as plug and play as people think, or people might assume. There's so much interaction that it needs to have a human for. You need to train your AI, and my AI is as close to becoming my personal planner at this point. I know it's well way more than my best friend of 14 years, because I've shared so much information. But this has been a wonderful note to end this conversation with, and it's been a joy hearing from all of you. And I think seeing how Finn is transforming our support has been a wonder for us from the front end, but seeing the level of thought and care that goes behind the scenes has put things in a different perspective for us. And a big thanks to you guys for being here. I would love to give you guys a round of applause. There we go. Okay. But thank you again for being here, and I can't wait to see what we achieve together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.